everybody, welcome to Banjo's World. And today we're going through dust storms, seeing canyons and petroglyphs and so many more things here in Lewiston, Idaho. So you can see back there, there's actually some mountains with basalt columns on some cliffs on the side. And today we're going to go see the Buffalo Eddy petroglyphs and so much more. On the way through here, we actually went through a dust storm, which from what I've heard isn't a super duper common event here. We actually got a notification on our phone that there was going to be a dust storm, and we were driving through it for about 30 minutes, so that was pretty crazy. And we're gonna go see some petroglyphs, possibly some waterfalls, and we're not gonna go to it, I don't think, but there is a volcano, I don't know if it's active or inactive, not too far away, that caused all of these volcanic formations. So let's go see all these things. That's not really motivational. That does not seem fun at all. Very steep drops and very slippery, almost gravel-like stuff below our feet. My God, it's Eddy. I don't know who that is, but it's Eddy. Look at that one. That is crazy looking. Coming down these sets of rocks, almost like a staircase. I'm gonna see if I can get some better shots for the video. Oh wow, you guys see something? I don't know what that is. It almost looks like a really weird eyeball. That's where the big one is right there. I wonder if there's any more. I think there's a whole bunch of them around here just hidden throughout these rocks. Even just the rock itself is very pretty. Super shiny rock. It's super smooth too. It's probably since the water's gotten very high on certain parts around here, so these rocks have smoothed it out really well. That's a really good angle right there. That one is really cool. I think that's the one that I saw all the pictures on. All the pictures showed that one. And I guess they're like, basically most of them are in this spot right here. All right, I'm going down the second path. You can see all of the hieroglyphs right there in one big spot. Up there, there's one over there it looks like. Wow, this is like a giant wall of petroglyphs. Okay, there's a whole bunch right here. Just a bunch of deer and stuff carved into the wall, and people, looks like hunting them with spears. But you can see, you can just put your hand on it. I haven't seen any petroglyphs until this moment, but these are really cool. And then there's even a path down here. Just make sure you still watch your step at all costs, even if you're on the other trail. But this trail definitely looks a little bit easier. After all the sandstorm and rain it took from East Washington to West Idaho, East Washington to West Idaho, from East Washington to West Idaho, East Washington to West Idaho, East Washington to West Idaho. It was definitely worth it because this is technically in Washington, but very close to the border, and it's very, very, very pretty here. But I'm pretty sure there's actually some petroglyphs just up here. I don't know how I missed these. Whoa. There's so many petroglyphs in such a small spot. I think this is most of the petroglyphs in Hell's Canyon are in this area. This is called Buffalo Eddy. You can look it up on Google and you'll find this. You can get the directions and go here. It's definitely really cool. And then, of course, you get to visit Hell's Canyon, too. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1. Wow, look at this. This is very treacherous. I wouldn't even recommend going down there. But I found something right here. I don't know if someone carved this into the stone recently or if this is a petroglyph. This looks maybe a little bit carved. That looks old. It looks like maybe this slid, and now there's a petroglyph there. There's probably some more, but it got covered when looks like these stones slid together. These might look just like stick figures, and they are, but they must have been very hard to carve into the stone, considering how hard it is. It probably took a very long time to carve all of these. I wonder how old they actually are, like the exact date on them. Alright, so we made it to the waterfalls in Elk River. Apparently there's multiple waterfalls here, like a network of them. I don't know which one we're going to start at. It's like 60 degrees here. Well, that's interesting. You can read that if you want to, but we are going to continue down the path. I know you probably don't know what this is, but this is some rotting ghost pipe. It's pretty rare, but it does grow in Florida. I wonder if we'll find some more of it on this trail. We found sign number 2. Again, I'm not going to read it all till I'm editing, but if you want to, you can. It seems like there's a bunch of different historical things in this area. We found one of the waterfalls. I don't know how many we're going to. This is the first one we found. We made it. We made it to the Great Falls, and there it is. Wow. All right, I'm going down this path. We made it down to the bottom. It's pretty cool. Coming back up. Okay, I made it up. So we're back on our way to the parking lot. We only went to the one waterfall because it was a very hard trip to get down there. I think there are a few other ones here, but that's the only one we went to. And I don't think we're doing really much more in Idaho. So the next few parts of the video are going to be me using voiceover because this is what it sounded like when I tried to talk. There is no castle here. So we drove all this way up the mountain because this view is actually from the opening scene in Disney. So you are going to be viewing this from a slightly different angle than you'd see in the Disney intro, but let's compare the two. So yeah, those are the main differences I could spot. And now it's time to fly back home. There's a place called Waterfall Land, where waterfalls are.